On the 20th of August, almost 2 years ago, Megan Thee Stallion declared very clearly that the person responsible for her gunshot wound was none other than Tory Lanez. Since then, the media has been flooded with different theories, speculations, and other rumors of what actually happened. Lucky for you, we have it all figured out. We're all well aware of what took place on the night of July 12, 2020. At Kylie Jenner's pool party, Megan Thee Stallion had finally come across the gunman who caused her wound. In one of her recent Instagram live videos, Megan spoke of how Lanez's publicist was deliberately trying their best to spread fake rumors regarding her testimony of being shot, for which of course she was admitted to the hospital and even had to go through surgery. Megan very bluntly admitted in the video that it was none other than Tory Lanez who was the cause of this. Daystar Peterson, who we commonly known as Tory Lanez, was put behind bars after being charged with having a concealed weapon in his possession hidden in his vehicle. Yet he was not arrested for shooting Megan. Strange, don't you think? Lanez was set free with a bail of $35,000, and the Los Angeles Police Department failed at finding witnesses who would provide more information to carry the investigation forward. There are also certain reports which initially ruled out Megan's wound as a gunshot wound and called it a wound from broken glass. Megan spilled all the tea in her Instagram video and even confessed that she kept this incident from the cops. Megan made the mistake of assuming the Los Angeles Police Department was too aggressive, but later admitted that this should have been in the cops' concern as soon as it happened. "I didn't get cut by no glass," Megan said, "but let me tell you why they're saying that. When the police came because the neighbors called the police come, I'm scared. With all the shit going on with the police, I didn't want to die. I didn't want the police to shoot me, cause there's an N-word with a gun in the car with me." For obvious reasons, she was absolutely terrified and too confused to do the right thing at that moment. A couple of months after that, the investigations took off at a much better pace. The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office had finally felony assault and gun charges against Lanez. The much-awaited trial for this case is expected to begin by the 5th of December this year, after the initial dates were delayed due to Lanez's lawyer having other engagements regarding Lanez himself. Lanez had been ordered under house arrest towards the end of October because of another issue with August Alsina. Now, getting into the actual details of the incident, Megan revealed that she was in Lanez's car along with his bodyguard and one of her friends on July 12, 2020. The four of them got involved in a heated argument, and Megan chose to leave the car when she had had enough. That's when she claimed Lanez tried to shoot her through the back window of the car. Megan made it very clear that all the rumors about her physically assaulting Lanez were utter rubbish. She also added that shooting had nothing to do with the fact that Lanez had a thing with billionaire Kylie Jenner. It was Megan herself who chose to change the story and tell the cops that her leg wound was nothing but a cut from broken glass. The LA prosecutors chose to keep the media curious and did not spill much about the release announcing charges against Lanez. Their statement on the case appeared to mirror Megan's claims. According to the prosecutor's statement, the defendant and the 24-year-old victim got into an argument while riding in an SUV in the Hollywood Hills. The victim exited the vehicle, and Peterson is accused of shooting several times at her feet and wounding her. The statements of the criminal complaints also aligned with that of the LA prosecutors that Lanez inflicted great bodily injury on Megan. The complainant said that Megan P. had nothing to do with the charged offenses and that she was not an accomplice to the above offense. Detective Ryan Stogner from the Los Angeles Police Department testified before the court, providing strong confirmation of Megan's account of the event to the police. What's even worse is that Lanez yelled at Megan, saying "Dance, bitch, dance," while he shot at her. He cruelly injured her, hoping to see her fall to the floor and crawl away. Megan even admitted that she was bribed by Lanez so the news of the incident wouldn't go out, fearing the fact that he was already on probation. During mid-2020, a spokesperson for the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office stated that the office requested law enforcement for further investigation before making a filing decision on a charge of felony assault with the personal use of a firearm. Fortunately, that backfired. It's still mysterious whether Megan's public statement caused the prosecutors to conclude this. What's even more confusing is why Lanez even shot Megan. Though there might be more to the story, according to Megan's claims in the video, Lanez did it for absolutely no reason. If Lanez's case, if concluded to be as guilty as charged, he would have to end up serving at least 22 years and 8 months in his respective state prison. This makes Lanez's legal problems way more critical compared to the mess he was already in. However, the ultimate penalty he might have to face won't be known until it's all sorted out in court. In November 2020, it was declared that Lanez pleaded not guilty to all 3 charges brought against him by the Los Angeles DA's office. Lucky for him. Prosecutors had declined to even remark on that, but it did not end there. It's very clear that authorities are not going to chase after accusers and victims for having a change in their original statements or what they said initially. These individuals naturally go through a traumatic experience affecting their mental health. Therefore, it's not the first time a victim or an accuser has changed their stories after they have thought about an incident and had the time to properly analyze what happened. This could be out of fear of retribution and could even mean that they were given some sort of compensation or some type of comfort that guarantees they can be safe. It was on November 16, 2020, in her GQ Rapper of the Year profile that Megan Thee Stallion revealed Lanez tried to bribe and offer her and her friend a large sums of money in exchange for his safety before police got to know anything more about the incident. To this, Megan responded, "Police are just killing everybody for no reason, and I'm thinking, I can't believe you even think I want to take some money. Like, you just shot me." This claim was denied by Lanez's lawyer in a statement he made to GQ. In fact, right after Megan's August 20, 2022 livestream took place, one of Lanez's lawyers, known as Jim, told Vulture that they don't have anything to say yet. "We're not commenting right now," he said. His publicist did not respond to a request for comment as soon as it happened. Lanez stayed silent throughout the remaining summer. Later on September 24, 2020, Lanez apologized through a tweet for his unresponsive behavior. "To my fans, I'm sorry for my silence, but respectfully, I got time today," he said. Fans believed he was finally going on Instagram Live to now reveal his side of the story, but surprisingly towards midnight, he released a surprise album. He dropped the album online, leaving the fans confused yet again. This he justified by saying, "There is a time to stay silent and a time to speak. I said all I could say on this." Money Over Fallouts was one of his tracks, and in this track he says, "Megan, people trying to frame me for a shooting," completely making it look like Megan was making up the whole false story. Later, he even makes a mockery of her injury and states that Megan's team has even tried to pay him money for his silence. This got us see a couple of questions. He raps, "How the f you get shot in your foot? Don't hit no bones or tendons. How the f your team is trying to pay me in some whole millions?" Through this, he completely denies involvement yet again. Though he may have denied involvement, he doesn't offer another suspect or another cause for that wound on Megan's leg. He continues by saying, "Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on an affidavit, knowing I ain't do it, but I'm coming at my truest. Trying to keep this shit 200 with you. Shortly, I can't prove it, but the people in your ear, they're the true ones that I fear." He sure is trying his best to convince everyone that he has nothing to do with this whole scenario. Lanez also goes on to mention other artists such as Kehlani and JoJo in his album, but both women believe Megan's allegations to be true, removed his features from their songs for the deluxe versions of their respective albums right after Megan Thee Stallion's Instagram Live. But that didn't stop Lanez from leaving remarks on that. Cause when I'm scrolling through the Spotify playlist, seeing my name both in y'all top 5 pages, it just feels a little insincere, huh? He says in comeback, he says,